Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. And you, and you, and you. Hello, 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 hello. So I'm actually going to do 2 layouts today. I already got this gal colored. That's where we're going to start. So I'm going to center her. Hubby's off to work. Just got him out the door. And I'm just going to center this. Just iron it, ball in it. And I'm going to round it. Oh, I gotta let it glue, settle for a little bit. It's gotta glue. It won't take long. Well, that's doing that. I'm going to cut out the flowers I already cut. Colored, I should say. Colored. Hi, Miss Gigi. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Or good afternoon. Come to realize some people, I have a few in here that come that are actually like a day ahead of me. I don't know. You never know. So I'm just going to let's get these out. And I'm not perfect on them. I don't have to be because I don't need to be. Hi, Clint. Good morning. Hope you're well. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning. I'm actually going to do 2-page layout today. So I'm itching to use a new stamp. That I recently got. Got a free day, except that put a card table away. Worked my butt off yesterday. Oh, she's my favorite artist and maker, and oh, I spent a lot of money on Diane Riley Dylusions. She's my all-time favorite. Yeah, I love using her stuff. I have. Oh. I at least buy one stamp of hers a month, or more. And I found one. I think it's a retired one. And that I want to use in a layout. And I like her style. I like her attitude. I watch her a lot. I took some of her classes online. I haven't took a class in a while. I should, though. I haven't taken one for a bit. My daughter paid for the 4 of my classes. Yes, it is. It's a smaller one. I can show you it. I have, and I'm actually separating them today. It's this one. I have a lot of hers in the big forms, in the little. I see. I don't know if this is Dana Weekly or Diane. I know that's Dana. Here's, I believe that's so delusion. I know that's a delusion. 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 I want to say this is the Diane. And that's a delusion. That's a delusion. That's Diane. But picking up. I have a delusion cart now. And I believe this is not positive. I'll have to look some of these up. But I have the bigger rubber ones as well. I got a mini Diane. Let's see. That is Dana. I want to say that's a Dana. Yep. But I know that's Dylusion. There's another Dylusion. Like I said, I hit Tuesday morning. Let's see. That's a Diane Weekly. I got so inspired when she did her daily calendar. Yes, I did it. I do hers. I do a daily. I do a little, kind of like a little bit of hers, and add my own mix into it. I don't necessarily put the calendar part in it, but I do a weekly. I try to. See, that's a Diane. Ouch. I'm separating all my delusions. Hi, Vanessa. Good morning. The rest of my stamps, because now I got my, I call it my delusion cart, because I'm always using her stuff. So I wanted to separate the littler ones. See, that's Diane, that's Diane, that's Diane, that's Diane, that's Dana. That's Diane, that's Diane, that's Diane, that's Diane, Dana, Dana, Diane, Dana Weekly or whatever you say her name is. Alright. I like Diana Week. Oh, see, I don't remember if this is Diana. That's a Diana. Or Diana Weekly. Don't get me. Hi, Steph. But I prefer my Delusion, Diane Weekly. And then you have Dana Weekly, or however you say her name. I like her, but she's not my fave. Not my favorite. We have Jane Davenport. I like some of her products, not all of her products. I got them all now. There. There you go. I hit Tuesday morning. I got lucky when they had all her stamps like this at Tuesday morning. I got very lucky. Matter of fact, I got this in a big rubber now. Next one's on my list is the dogs. See, I can't remember if this is Diane Weekly or a Delusion. I don't think. I'm going to have to look that one up. I really don't know. I know this is Delusion. I know this is Delusion. I know this is Delusion. I know that's Delusion. And I know that's Delusion. That's Delusion. That's Delusion. This is Delusion. This is, I'm not sure, but I use it all the time. That's Delusion. That's Delusion. That's Delusion. And of course, that's Delusion. And there's Delusion. These are all going in a little case by themselves. So, I can't remember if this is a Delusion or Diane Weekly, but I use it for use it all the time. Going in my cart. There we go. Nice and tidy. Okay, now back to this. Oh, put this away. I'm pretty sure this is a Dana Weekly. I'm pretty sure. I could be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure that's a Dana. I think that's a Dana. Okay. And I also think this flower one is too. Good morning, Sabrina. How are you today? Or is it too early to tell? This. Excuse me. Dearly to Dell. Yeah. I finished my guitar. The video is up if anybody's interested to see how my little guitar looks after it's done. I did that first thing this morning. Added another coat, let it dry. And then I just added silver. Tina, my mystery box is shipped. Awesome. When was it shipped? What are you supposed to get it? That's the question. Yeah, mine's in transit right now. Mine is in transit. So that's cool. It'll be here by the end of the day, Friday. Yesterday. Yeah, so was mine. So but both ours were shipped on the same day. That's cool. So maybe we'll both get them by Friday. Woohoo! We want to get that stuff out of there. They're like, we're getting this out of the warehouse. Look, boom. Yeah. Okay. By the way, you all were funny. New Jersey. Yep. That's where they're from, is New Jersey. Yeah. Y'all were funny on Bima's live yesterday, by the way. Just letting y'all know. I watched it. Okay, what's this? Okay. Oh, I got a trivia question. I've been dying to do this. I'm going to wait for a few more people to come in, though. Let's see. Scott got me. I want to know if I can get yours. Kind of not a trivia. Okay. Yeah, that's the... Yeah. So I'm going to go around the edge. Huh. Let's see. What do I want to add on to this? I'm gonna add her funky washi. I'm just gonna. Because I want to. There's no rhyme or reason. I just wanted to. Cause I can. Let's go. I don't want to cover the flower, but I want right. So I just looked. It says Saturday. Saturday. Okay. Ooh, I don't know how hard that's going to be for me not to open that box Friday. I'm going to tell you straight up. Ooh, pressure. The pressure. Ooh, I'll have to have Scott put it somewhere so I don't see it. I'm not good at sitting on packages. I'll be honest with you. I'm one of those people. But if I have to, I will try. Right. Yours is coming UPS. Mine is coming FedEx. That's interesting. All right. Now I'm just going to start adding the flowers. There's nothing special about the flowers. I just colored them. All right, here we go. I got a little, I don't know what they call these things. Word teaser. Ready? I want to see if anybody can get this because Scott got me on it. Ready? If an electric train is traveling 100 miles an hour north and the wind is coming out of the west at 15 miles per hour, which way does the smoke blow? South. Okay, I got a south. Anybody else? Okay, hang on. Yeah, you hardly would have. Okay. If an electric train is traveling 100 miles an hour north and the wind is coming out of the west at 15 miles per hour, which way does the smoke blow? Anybody? I got 9 people watching. Come on. Anybody else? It's teaser time. Well, I should have stayed up. Haha. I should have saved it for when Bima was in here, man. I got a south. I got a up. Anybody else? Come on. East. Okay. I got south. I got up. I got east. All right. Do you guys want the answer? You're all wrong. Scott got me too. Your boyfriend says east. You say south. Okay. Electric trains don't have smoke, guys. Oh, Jacqueline. She got it. Yep. Yep. Electric trains don't have smoke. My husband got me on that one. And I'm like, I even sat there and like, hang on. And he's like, what? I said, hang on a second. So I'm really, and I drew this little like X and I went north, south, east, west. And I did it this way and that way. And then I'm like, okay, say it again. And he said it again. And guess what? If it did have smoke, I got the right direction though. But he was laughing at me so hard. Oh, I did the little diagram. Yep. Yep. I forgot the other one he told me. I'll have to have him write it. I'll have to write it down. I'll have another one. But I'm like, you snot. Get out of my craft room, I said to him. Then he came back a few minutes later with another one. That one I got right. Diamond, my daughter, failed at both. She's like, I can't believe Mom got the second one. But I can't remember how the second one goes at the moment, and I don't want to screw it up. First one I failed. Second one I got. This little teaser. I'm like, get out of my craft room, you snot. I said, do that to me. He said the funniest part of the whole thing was me drawing the little map of knowing the directions of south, west, east, and all. It's like watching me, and because diamonds were on, Dom's like, did you do this to Mom? And she's like, no, not yet. So he comes in here with her tablet, his tablet, because he's FaceTiming her. And he tells me, and I go, what? And I'm like, and I'm in the middle of the video, and I'm like, he does this to me. I'll be watching somebody, he'll come in. What did the hotel manager say to the elephant? Ooh. What did the hotel manager say to the elephant? Not enough room. See, Allie's really good at these. My granddaughters are good at these. My granddaughter, Allie, she's really good at these. But, so, you have Diamond on FaceTiming, and she's seeing me. Scott's holding his tablet so she can see me, and he goes, I hear her go, what is she doing? He goes, she's drawing the map, figuring out east, west, south, southeast, and all that. I had it literally, and it had a little south, east mark, southeast, west, And Scott said he said he was giggling because he said to me, and I don't even remember what direction it would have went, but I got it right. Southeast, I think it was. He said it. Oh, so I go to work later and then I'm on a small vacation. But Tom's like, I never thought of that. And because she's like, I don't know. He goes, did you ask Mom? So she got it wrong. And I overthought it. She got it outright wrong, and I overthought it. Scott said it was funny, though. He was laughing at me. Oh, and fun. It was funny. And I can't remember the second one, and Diamond got it wrong, and I got it right. And she's like, man, I can't believe Mom got that. I'll have to ask Scott that one. I can't ask it now because he's at work. So, there we go. He had to go to work today. He had 4 days off. So, he back to work. I kicked him out the door and told him I couldn't take it anymore. Go to work. I'm like, you need to go to work. He says, I didn't stop working. I just didn't get paid for it. We did a lot around the house this past week. And half my kitchen walls nice and clean. And then 2 to 3 weeks time, we're going to finish it. And then we're going to paint. I should have cut a few more flowers. I should have did 3 more flowers. So I did them on this side. Actually, I'm going to move these. That one. There we go. And there. And then I don't have to do anymore. There we go. There, that looks good. Okay. I'm going to let these dry a little bit. It says, change for no one and believe in who you are. Change for no one and believe in who you are. It's a good, nice little saying. I like some of her sayings are snarky, and then some of her sayings are very meaningful. And this one, I think, is a good one. Get rid of the back. I need a bigger cart. Because I can't get all my Dylusions stuff in the cart. I was giving my son-in-law anxiety when he was watching me try to put my cart together the other day that he did it for me. He's like, Mom. And I'm like, what? He goes, give me that damn cart. You're giving me an anxiety. I don't do directions well. I can't. I can look at a picture on a box and put the thing back together faster than I can follow the directions. This one didn't have a picture on the box. So I had to actually read the directions. But I was giving him anxiety. We're just gonna go around the flowers. Doo-doo. Sometimes I don't like going over the washi tape, so I kind of just I gotta clean this. Got some glue on my tip. And ba-doom, ba-doom, ba-doom. Doom. Oop. Okay, let's see. There we go. This page is done. Now, I'm going to skip a few pages. This is driving me crazy, this tape. So I'm going to just snip this a little bit right there. Keeps coming up, so snip it. Now, I'm going to skip a few pages. And I'm going to go to this page. And I'm going to finish showing you how I do this. Okay? I am writing the word home. That's all I'm doing. And I started out going this way, and then I started going around this way, and then I turned the book. Now we're going to turn the book so that my words are meeting in a different direction. And I'm just going to finish this off. And you just keep writing the same word, or you can write whatever you choose. I'm writing home because this one, and you'll see in a second, or a few minutes, why I wrote home. And I just keep turning my book over and over. That's why I kind of did it all except for this little section, because this can take a while. I keep on thinking back in my high school days where, you know, if you got in trouble from a teacher and they would have you write a sentence 500 times or a word, I always thought, did they actually count what you wrote? You know? I'm just gonna Ooh. And keep doing it. You can write it in cursive. It's just the background. You don't have to be pretty or neat. Just have fun. Like this one back here. It says hello, 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 hello all over it. My hand would hurt after writing the first 10 times. This one says hi, hello all over it. Oh, I just smeared. No problem. That's all right. Most of it's going to be covered up anyways. That's why you do it so fast. Yes. As you can see, I'm not neat about it. Oh, lost my page. There we go. All done. Not pretty. It's cool. How it looks. Tina, did you get an invitation survey from YouTube? I probably did. I'd have to look. Hang on, I'll look. I don't pay attention to that stuff anyways. Let's see. Nope. I did not. That don't mean anything. Doesn't mean I wouldn't. I would copy that for the next time. Nope. I won't copy it. I'll do it again. Let's see. Something real quick. Oh, ooh, one-stop mailing. Not out. Let's write that post office. That's cool. I'll have to check this in about a half an hour. See what's out for delivery. Arrived at post office. Mm. Mm. Okay. Now, I'm going to put this to the side because I got to stamp out what I want to stamp. We're going to be using these. This is a retired set that I found. Intervention survey. On eBay. So this one is probably retired because I've never seen this one. So I grabbed that. We're going to use both actually. I'm going to get this. I'm actually get my stamp block here. I love the houses. Oh, I have a lot of them, Mrs. Gigi. Yep. I've invested a lot of money in my delusion. You know. just going to stamp down. Ouch. And I might even do the mushroom house and the little haunted houses. We'll see. We'll see how after I get these done. Where's home is where I love to be. And then, okay, hang on a second. This one. Okay. Trying to salvage as much space on this because I got a lot of houses to stamp out. Then, I think I'm going to use this one. It says, here is the nicest word there is. Home is the nicest word there is. Now, if I wanted to make its life simpler on myself, and I just thought of this, but I like coloring. But we're going to make life simpler on me today. I'm just going to, and I'll save that. I forgot I came across these the other day when I was cleaning and organizing, that I had these pre-made. And I'm just going to stamp on it. And like that. And then I got a few different ones I can randomly choose, so they'll be the same, but not all the same. Okay. Save a lot of time. Like that. Let's see what else I got over here. Got one that's half colored. I got that one. Got a funky blue I started. Oh yeah, we'll do it this way. I like it. This idea. Okay, I just have to remember what houses I did, so I don't want to repeat. I'm gonna put that back over there. So I just need to grab the small house off this one. Okay. And we'll do that one in this color. And I'll show you a little trick I'm going to add. I'm just going to go like that to this side. Cool. Cool. I'm going to put this one to the side. Now, I'm going to grab the new one. I want all these little hoses as well. I think I'm just going to stick with the small hoses today. See this? You just saw Tina. I always talk to me like I'm in the third party. Being spontaneous. Coming, realizing when I'm grabbing something, going, oh, I should have did this. And you see me. That's why you see so many, like, I won't get rid of these because I'll color them and I'll put them in my envelope because I'll use them down the road. That little one right here. We'll make him a green. He's a greenhouse. And then let's do this one. That one's kind of dull. But okay. Some of them got color on the backside, so I'll have to cut a few out before I can flip the paper. So, okay, that one's good. So we're going to cut this one out so I can flip the paper. Because I want to use this one. And then I'm just going to flip. To this little, I think this one looks like a little outhouse, but I think it's cute. Oh, actually, we'll do this one. And I'm going to get it centered in both colors. So I got a little bit of the blue as well as the purple. And let's do this one. I'm going to put that one like that. We're going to grab 3 colors in that one. Okay. And I've got this little one I keep. And we'll do that one this way. Right there. I'll cut that, snip that off. I'm going to snip that off. I'm going to put that over there. And I'm going to grab this wonky one. Wonky. Cut that off. And I'm going to go right there. Put that over there. I'm going to turn. Grab this one. And I want to, go right there. Put that over there. And let's see. We're going to snip this little green one here. Like that. And I'm going to grab this one. And we're going to do over here. there. Snip. Okay. And then the back. Grab this one. And we're going to let's see. Nope. Okay. Ooh, cat was the outhouse. Right that way. Okay. Okay. Put that back over here. Okay. And we're just gonna cut. My pile. That. That back. That in a folder. Okay. Missing a folder. I got a folder sitting over here. Hello, Gloria. Okay. Now, I'm going to take all my pieces. And I got a fussy cut. And this one I want to be more precise on. Cut this. Packing away. LOL. My body feels like it's. Ooh. Yeah. You find moving art. Yeah. Well, Scott and I discovered something, okay? Yesterday. We're washing the kitchen wall. You know, when I moved in, everything looked nice and bright, you know? And white. I hate white paint. I hate white. I hate white. And so we pulled the kitchen table out. And this is where the difference from me cleaning with a cleaner and washing the walls, which I did last summer. And there ain't a good. All we do is got the exhaust fan above the stove, and I tell you that thing doesn't work like crap. And you could see where I use my pressure cooker and the steam. You can look up at the ceiling, you can see all these little bubble, like the dirt from the ceiling, from the moisture. And it's been driving me crazy. I noticed it, I think, at Christmas time. So Scott's like, well, we'll get to it in the spring. So yesterday, I needed to mop my floor because I told you Coda spilled something. And, well, I didn't buy the mop type I wanted. So Scott got out the steamer, and we both did it together. Well, Scott started steaming the walls as well because we pulled the kitchen table out. And I said to Scott, can you come and my eyes, with my eyesight, play tricks on me all the time. So I said to him, I said, because he's steaming and then I'm behind him wiping it. And then we'd do, and then we'd come back and he'd steam again, and then I'd wipe. Oof. Took us 3-4 times. My arms were spaghetti by the time we were done. This only started out like I just want to get the floor done. Well, we started out doing the wall behind the kitchen table. And I said to him, I said, Scott, he's like, what? I said, would you come and check this out? We've come to realize that when my landlord painted, he didn't wash the walls. He didn't care if there was anything on these walls. He just painted. So I am scrubbing a spot that I'm not getting. I can't figure out why I'm not getting it off. Not getting it at all. Here it's behind the paint. I said, no wonder. Scott goes, you've been losing your mind. Because I'm constantly washing these kitchen walls. Because I'll see a spot and I'll sit there and I can never get it off. And I pointed out 6 spots to Scott that has been driving me crazy. 6 different spots. Well, we discovered why I can't get these spots clean. Because they're behind the paint he used. So I called my landlord and I'm like, I'd like my place. I've been living here 7 years and he hasn't offered to paint. So I said, call my landlord and I'm like, I'd like my place painted, please. I will be here 7 years. Matter of fact, this month. We moved in here April 1st. So I've been here 7 years. He's like, well, I'm like, technically you're supposed to paint every 2 years to 3 years. And I believe it is. I'm going to check into that because he gave me a lame excuse why he's not painting. And so, but he said I could paint it. Like I could paint. I'm like, well, if I'm going to paint, I'm going to paint what I want color. He said, yeah, you can paint. I don't care. As long as it's not dark colors. So I said, okay, Scott. Me and Scott have no intentions of moving out of here for a while. So I told Scott, I'm going to at least paint the kitchen. I don't care about the living room. But I want to paint this damn kitchen. It drives me crazy. So we're going to wash the walls, finish washing a good time. And then I'm going to paint my kitchen. And I'm thinking of light. I don't want white, but I don't want dark because it's not a very big kitchen anyways. Scott's like, you don't want a dark color, baby. So I'm thinking like a cream color, or a nice light tan or something. And I'm going to paint my kitchen. I don't care about the living room. I hate white walls. And a buddy of Scott's who is because I checked with him, he's like, I probably got paint that you can have. So I may not have. He goes, as long as they white. I'm like, no. Because he's a professional painter. So he's going to see what type of cream, like eggshell, like a nice soft yellow cream color. Yeah, pink. But so it might not cost me anything. So he's going to check to see what he's got. And he was looking. He goes, you know how this idiot painted? Because Scott called him. He's like, you aren't going to believe this. He's like, what? So he had to come and see that himself. I've been washing the same spot for 6 years. Okay? Totally. I get behind my table. And the thing is he painted and we moved in. So I decorated because Scott's birthday was a week and a half later that I unpacked our house and had it decorated by the time Scott's birthday party. Everybody couldn't believe that. So I didn't pay, and he goes, that's under the paint, Tina. And he sprayed. He didn't paint. He goes, he didn't tip it with a roller. He sprayed it. And he probably only did one coat. Because you can see where I'm taking paint off as I washed. Yeah. And he probably used and then when I said, well, the paint's downstairs, because he left the leftover paint here, he bought the cheapest paint on the market to paint this place. Yeah. So he goes in our exhaust from our stove blows up in the attic. But then when we went up there, Scott climbed up in the attic yesterday. We always thought this exhaust fan was blowing up in the attic. It's closed off. No wonder my kitchen, I have this. You walk the walls, and you can tell where I cook. So I was like, "What the hell?" So Scott, yeah, I have one little window. That's all I have in this kitchen. But yeah, the exhaust fan is useless. Discovered that. Yep. As I said to Scott, I've never had a house where I had like the oil buildup or from cooking and or anything in the kitchen. Never. And it drives me crazy. Well, because the fan is pretty much useless. Useless. It does nothing. No wonder it's caked. I'm constantly cleaning the screen on it. Yep, because it's not going anywhere. Yep. But, yeah. I've been here 10 years, no painting. My landlord wants to fix everything. Yep. Fingers crossed you get painted. Yeah. Oh, I guarantee, Mrs. Gigi, I ain't paying for paint. Glenn, he'll find me paint. He's like, "What color do you want?" I told him like a light color, like blue, light cream, light yellow, something light, but not white. So I probably will not have to pay dime. And he's like, "Don't even buy it." He said, "I have everything." He said he'd come over and help me too. He's got all the stuff I need to do it, so it ain't gonna cost me much money. Even if I have to go buy the paint, I don't have to buy the brushes or anything or the rollers. He's got all that. And he's got a sprayer, and he said if he sprays, he'll do it right. Because you can't, like he says, when you use a sprayer painter, you can't just do one coat and think it's done. Because you have to do it a constant. I was like, and he says he just sprayed and moved. He didn't, and you have to go like one direction and then do another direction and then you do another direction. He said he was looking, he goes, he only went one direction and only one coat. And he used the cheapest paint out there. And if you don't know paint, I don't know paint, I don't pay attention, but yeah. It's like, what a bonehead. He called my landlord a bonehead. I never realized it. I never pointed it out to Scott either. Scott's like, why didn't you ever point that out to me? And I'm like, I don't know. It's one of those things, Boom. Okay. This one I'm just going to kind of go around. What's the wording? I'm just going to go around it. Over that. So. And boom. Okay. Yep. Exactly. All right. So we're going to set this. That's going to go in the center. I wish this was a little bit bigger, but I'm going to deal with it. Let's unplug now. Scott. Hello, Deborah. Let's put that in the middle. Now I'm going to lay out the houses. In the apartments. Oh, make sure I get these in the direction. I want to make sure I get them all on here. Whole point is having them all on here. Hopefully, I can get them all on here. I'm gonna move this one just down a little bit. Smidgen. I'm gonna put that there. And then I'm gonna move this one there. I'm gonna move that one there. See? And I got this tiny little outhouse. I call it the outhouse. It's gonna go there. Okay, looks pretty good. I got them all on. Let's just run a little bit. There we go. Okay. That is why I decided to buy a home. Tired of paying and not getting anything back. At least I pay, and if I sell, I get my money back. Yeah. And then we're gonna go right there. Actually, I'm gonna move these two. I'm gonna put that right there. I'm gonna move this one down here, and I'm gonna move this one up here. I want all the same colors next to each other. Well, either way, I'm getting a color next to each other. This butter's there. Okay. There. Put that one there. We're gonna move that there. There we go. Now it's a little different. That's there. Okay. Good morning, Tina, and all you wonderful crafters. Been lurking while breakfasting. All's well. Oh, thank you. All's well here. Typical morning. Doing my thing. I'm going to spend the day kind of tightening up my craft room a little bit. I do have a full, Scott brought my laundry up for me. Can somebody explain this to me, or is this just a Tina thing? I can haul my laundry up, not fall down the stairs. I'll never move again. As I say that now. Not fall down the stairs, but I fall upstairs. So I don't haul my own laundry out. I have no intention. I'm going to move probably one more time in my life. And that's from this place to my father-in-law's. We are supposed to get the house when he passes away, or if we need to move in with him. He's 77 years old. And it comes a time where we're only 6 houses away from him. Not even, actually, 6 houses. Yeah, 6 or 5 houses. I never called him. He's just down the road from me. So he still got his independence a little bit. We still have ours. But there will come, there might come a chance where we have to move in with him, which I have no problem doing it. Then either way, that's our last move. But then me and Scott were talking the other day. We might want to move out of the city. We've been in Green Bay for so long that we're thinking maybe keeping the house here and as a rental. You fall upstairs too? Okay, then it's not me. Yeah, because my husband has to haul. I can haul my laundry downstairs, not fall. But as soon as I go up, man, I fall. But what was I saying? Oh, keeping this house as a rental, and then buying a chunk of land out at somewhat out of the city. We were discussing that. We have a lot of plans, but we won't know until when it happens. But if that's down the road, we got. I said the way my father-in-law, he probably outlived us. So. Oh, that's not what I want. Wrong one. Right here. Okay, that. I want to take that. I'll take that one. I take that one. I'll take this one too. I'll take that one. And I'll take this. Pick that up. All right, put that back. And we'll take this one here. I'm going to let these glue a little bit down. It says home is the nicest word there is. And now I'm going to, I was going to, this trace around it in white. And you don't have to be perfect. I'm never perfect, guys. And I don't ever think I'm perfect. Far from it. I'm far from it. My son's birthday is this week. My son will be 25 years old on Friday. And then I'm like, what do you want for your birthday? I don't know. So you know what I did? And he called me last night because I had listened to his message. He's got an account with Snap-on, I believe. Yeah. And I have that information, so I put money on his account. I helped buy his $2. I put $50 on it because he got an alert. And he saw that I'm like, happy birthday. Because this is he didn't even get Christmas yet from me. Yeah, you can move down the street. Yeah, That's what I said. I said to Scott, when I go to move, I'm going to empty one of my cupboards and boxes, and he'll bring it down. I'll set it up where I want it, and I'll refill it, come back to do section by section. Well, I said to Scott, if we move down by his dad, I still, and all depends how, okay? Either way, if my father-in-law is still alive, he'll be 29 on Tuesday. Well, happy birthday. I want to rent this place for at least 2 more months to go through it and not be in a hurry. And if my father-in-law is passed away when we get to move down there, I want to do the same thing. So we can, because you figure if my father-in-law passes away, we have to clean out that house and divide everything up with his sister. And all that good jazz. And I could be down here organizing and packing somewhat here and not be in a rush. Instead of a 30-day notice, I'd give my landlord a 60-day notice. We're month to month anyway, so I don't even have to do, but you can see me in my little garden wagon. Well, taking my little garden wagon and hauling my craft stuff down to my craft room down there. I can see me doing it. Scott will come home from work and I'll have my craft room moved down there. He'll be like, "Where's my wife?" "Oh, I'm at the other house." But that's the game plan. But that could always change too. You never know with family. I ain't count my chickens until they're hatched. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. My hardest year is when I turned 39 and I realized that I outlived my brother. My brother died at 38. That, for some reason, that hit me when I realized that I've lived longer than my brother. Is that weird? When I realized, I don't know, I mean, it was months after my birthday. And I was like, oh my God, I'm 9 years old. My brother only lived till 30 or 38. And that hit me. I literally had a meltdown because of that. Realizing I outlived my brother by a year. Well, now I've outlived my brother by a few years, but that time. I don't know what it was, why I had that little weird breakdown. Paid this month so I can pack. People just say that, oh, it's downhill. 30 was supposed to be the beginning of the middle age. Now it's 73. I feel like I'm 30. Awesome. You know, I wish my father-in-law had that attitude. My father-in-law is 73 years old. We can't get him hardly to leave the house anymore. He does his little grocery shopping, and that's about it. We'll take him out to dinner once in a while, but then he just don't want to do much anymore. He misses my mother-in-law so much. He's not. She's been gone almost, I think, will be 10 years next year, I want to say. I'd have to look. I don't pay attention. I just know that he's been ready for a while, as he tells me, my husband. I've been ready since she left, since she passed away. I don't know why I'm still here. Okay, there we go. Now, the fun part. I'm scared to turn 30, to be honest. I'm going to cry next year on my birthday. No, you won't. You'll be fine. You're the same age as my daughter. She's going to be 29 in July. It's just a number. Like I told her, it's just a number. Now, there's days I wake up feeling like I'm 18, and there's days I wake up feeling like I'm 90. I mean, I'm just saying. And lately, since I got the shots in my hip and in my lower back, I've been waking up feeling like I'm 25. Until I have my grandkids. Then I'm feeling like I'm 80. All depends what day it is. ground this morning. My grandpa used to say, people would ask my grandpa, "How you doing, Burton?" He's like, "I'm above ground, so I'm doing pretty good." But I can remember my grandpa saying that it, and I used to look at him like he's strange, that I hurt so bad my bones hurt, you know? And I look at him like, what? You know, and I get that. Since I fell down my basement stairs 10 years ago and have had problems with my hips and my back since, I can relate to what my grandfather, when he'd say that he would hurt so bad that his bones hurt. I can relate. Because there are days, not since I got the shot, I've been much better. But I can remember him telling me that he hurt so bad that his bones hurt. And I could relate to understand what he meant by that. I get it. So it's just adding a little color on each little house. Good morning. Good morning, KK. Good morning, Candy. Good morning, all. Good morning. Good morning. There we go. Alrighty. Oh, man. Alright. Let's do the door. Let's do the door blue. I'm gonna do that blue too. There we go. All right. Ew. Well, my grandfather had so many close calls that my grandfather died twice on the operating table, having his heart operated on. My grandfather had a bad ticker, and he'd be so mad because he did bring him back. And I looked right at my grandfather. I was about probably 15 and said to my grandfather, "Your heart's not going to kill you. It's not going to be your heart, Grandpa." He's like, "What?" Because he was born a blue baby, I guess they called him years and years ago. And I'd be like, "Your heart's not going to kill you. It's not going to be your heart, Grandpa." And he goes, "Excuse me?" And I'm like, "No." I said, "Because your heart's too big." He was the kindest man I ever known. I said, "So your heart's not going to be what kills you." It wasn't. His heart didn't kill him. His kidneys started failing. It's all about marketing, the big business, Mr. B. And so his kidneys started failing, and he chose not to seek treatment. Come here. Good morning, Jersey. So he chose not to have treatment after his kidneys started failing. And I'd say about 6 weeks maybe after that, when he found out something was up with his kidneys. Thank you. That not even, he was gone. But he did tell me I was right. It wasn't his heart that was killing him. But everybody, the family's like, "Dad, you need to seek treatment." My grandfather was almost 80 years old. He was ready. He was made comfortable. We did our last fishing trip together. Because I'm like, "Grandpa, I want to go fishing." So him and I went fishing just by ourselves, spent our time with each other. And I was pregnant with my son with my grandfather. And he told me that he was going to live long enough to see my son born. And I had my son on Tuesday. And he held my son because I got out of the hospital Thursday night. And I was up in his hospital with him on Thursday evening. And my grandfather died Friday morning. So, yeah, he lived long enough to see my child born. The man's never lied to me. So he's never lied to me. It's the only man that's never lied to me, actually. Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, like I said, my grandfather had a heart condition. My grandfather retired he had to retire the year I was born, 72. Matter of fact, my mom was pregnant with me. And he retired. He had to retire and go on disability because of his heart condition. And they told him, and I laugh because I think of this. They told him he had 6 months to live in 1972, and he lived till 1996. Yeah, so don't always believe what doctors tell you. And I laugh because he recognized the doctor. One of his last visits to the VA hospital in Milwaukee, he looked at this doctor, and my grandpa had the mind. My grandpa's mind never left. My grandpa was a whippy-snapper, man. Smart as a cookies. I was like, wish I could have got half of his brain. I mean, this is a man that'd be like, "Bugs, read me my checking account." And I'd get out his checking where he'd write his checking, and I'd be like, rattle his numbers off, and he never even used a calculator. He did it all in his head. And he looked at this doctor at the VA hospital, one of his last visits to the VA hospital, and said, "Did I ever have you before?" Because you never really see the same doctor every time you go down there. And the guy looked, he goes, "Yeah." And I'll never forget it. I laughed so hard. He goes, "You're the SOB that told me I was going to die in 1972. He knew, he remembered. I'll never forget that. I was like, "Oh my God." Yep. He knew that was the doctor. I told him he was going to die in 72, that he's like, he may live a year. That's what he told my grandpa. And my grandpa remembered that. Oh my God. All those years later. I was like, "Oh my, leave it to my grandfather." Oh, you think I have an accent? I get that all the time. I don't think I have an accent. I'm not from the South. I'm a Midwesterner, never lived anywhere else. You people are crazy. I guess because everybody from my Uncle Randy told me this. My Uncle Randy's in the Air Force. Because I got told that when I was in South Carolina too. That I have an accent. That everybody don't realize that they have their own little twang or way they speak from different states. Because I tell you, when I was in South Carolina, those people, they really had a twang. Yeah. They have that twang. I had this guy, an Air Force officer. Man, if I'd have stayed living by my uncle, I'd probably have been married to an Air Force officer. Because I tell you, them men in uniform. I'd sit in the park. I was 15. I'd sit on the swing and watch all these guys jog. My uncle walked over to me one day and he goes, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Wait, don't be coming." And it was he'd just shake his head because they'd jog by. And I'd be like, "Yes." And he'd be like, "Tita Louise." I'm like, "You told me I had to stay out of trouble." I wasn't a troubled child. I shouldn't say I was not. How do I word this without sounding like I was a troubled child? I wasn't I wasn't troubled. I had troubles. Does that make sense? It's not like I got in trouble with the law or anything. I was going through a bad period of my life. So I went and stayed with my uncle for the summer. That's where I wanted to be, and that's where I went. But he said to me, "You can't," because matter of fact, I just asked him because I had an Air Force ID. Shoot, I wanted to do that one in orange. Now I got two oranges on. Oh, okay, I'm gonna let it dry and I'll redo it. But and we were talking, and he still got my Air Force temporary ID, and he's gonna give it to me. Uh, yeah. My parents divorced. I had a lot of surgery. Something happened to me in between, but between 12 and 14. I turned anorexic, and it just came tumbling out. I didn't want to live at home and not want nothing to do with my parents. And I wanted to go by the man that seemed to care the most for me, and that was my Uncle Randy at the time, besides my grandfather. And I just wanted to get away. So I went down and spent the summer with my aunt and uncle. And it helped. But I had a choice. I could have stayed living with him. He told me if I wanted to stay there, I could have stayed there. That's why I always giggle. I might have been married to an Air Force officer because I tell you, those Air Force. So I was living on the base. Looked nice. But well, Granny would just shake his head at me. But I forgot where I was going with this. I don't remember. Okay, red. Yep, red. I don't remember where I was going with this. Oh, accent. Yeah, that's what it was. But I was just down there. I was like, man, you people got an accent. And my Uncle Randy, he's the one who said, "Yep, they think I do. They all say I have an accent, but we got the Midwest twang. Everybody's got their own little twang." Okay, I'm gonna make the door orange. Everybody's got their own little draw or whatever it is you want to call it. But you could tell the one easier for me because I don't have the memories that others had by having their mothers for long as I had. Oh, just, oops, I need another cup. Okay, wee. Looking nice and being nice to the right things throughout. Yes, it matters, but for guys who are nice, yep. Mm. But I had a guy down as in the on the base. He was a friend. He was young. He was like 22, 23 years old, and he was from Georgia or something. One of those states. I don't remember. But I'd always say, "Can you say my name?" Because it was so cool how he said my name. He had this like Taina kind of, and then Tim, my foster son, he's from South too. He had a Mississippi draw, and when he says, and he's still all the years that he's lived here, he's not lost it. And when he says "mama," just it sounds so cool. Mama. Except when he calls me and he's in trouble. And then I don't want to hear it. Not that I don't want to hear it. Just, Oh. I just heard my phone ping. I was gonna look right now. Okay, that's last night's picture. Ooh, I like it. Look at Sabrina's guitar, guys. You guys want to see mine? Looks so cool. I'll show you mine. Oh. And here is mine. Yep. The altered little guitars. I still have to post a picture. Looking cool. Done. Done. Come on, phone. Ooh, I gotta charge my phone. It's only at 10%. Okay. My daughter will probably be calling me all day and she'll be like, "Why aren't you answering your phone?" And then I'll say, "Well, because I knew it was you and I didn't want to talk to you today." No, I have done that to her just to mess with her. See, when my brother used to call me, he'd be like, I'll go, hello, and he'd be like, hey, what are you doing? And I'd be like talking to an idiot that's asking me what I'm doing. And he'd be like, and it'd be like very funny. I'm like, well, you asked me what I was doing. The next thing is I showed these last night, Jersey. Ouch. To remember, I put them right here. This female bought these at a thrift store for me, and I bought an it. She actually went back because she told me about them, and I'm like, oh, I wish you would have grabbed them. I'm going to be making kits so we can do violins, and I'm going to make a kit. And the thing is, I'm still deciding if I want to do all the steampunk kits where you get everything to do it except the paint, or come up with 2 different kits. And I think I'm just going to do steampunk kit where you get the gears, some chain, and go that route. Oh my God, that's awesome. Cool. Oh, thank you. I was like, at first, what he's talking about, and then it dawned on me. My other page. These are all Dylusion stamps. I love her. I spend a lot of money on her. And I think she should like send me free products. Wouldn't that be nice? I think if I got free Dylusion products from Diane Riley, make my day, make my whole year. I think that'd be winning a lottery for me. Or for her to actually come in and see one of my videos and comment. Man, that'd be just phenomenal. That would make my just, oh. Okay, we're gonna do yellow. We're gonna do purple. Oh. Yeah. Oh. Okay. I'm going to switch it up. Go that way. I'm going to go yellow. And we're going to go purple. Purple. And we're going to go pink. Yellow. And then we're going to go pink. And then we're going to go yellow. Pink. And purple. And we're going to go pink. And then purple. And the door is going to be yellow. And then I'm going to go around the house. In purple. Boom. What pen markers are you using? These are called Toolie Art. And then I have graffiti. I have so many different kinds. And then I have and then these are Arteza. Oh, they're just paint pen. Sometimes you have to go over the color. It depends what surface you're on. You just let it dry and then come back and go over it. Yeah, I love paint pens, acrylic paint pens. See, I use her mediums. I use her paint. I use her sprays. But I color with my alcohol markers or acrylic paint pens. I do, and so that's the only thing when I color. Like all these backgrounds are her sprays or paint, okay? The background, but the coloring itself is my alcohol pens. That's the only thing I do different than what she does. Because she has all her inks and paintbrush things, but I like being more precise with my coloring, where she just kind of colors. I get precise. I guess it's the best word I can put. Come on. This blue's driving me crazy. Come on, get out. There we go. Nope. Come on, finally. Okay, come on. There we go. It's like, Jesus, where is it? And like sometimes the paint pan will give me a little issue. And because of the whatever, like the background, her sprays or her paint, that's when I just go back over. Like this one right now is giving me an issue. It's sucking. It's taking the color. And pens are a great supply. Many options, choices, a small size too. Yep, I'm always. I'll let that dry and then I'll come back in and do it in a second. And we're just gonna. So I guarantee these were done with ink, because ink has a tendency, when I go to color on ink, to go right into the paper when I color on it. So I have to go over it. a few times. So usually I go over it again. The one thing I don't really use is a lot of gel pens. I got them, but I don't use them that often. Posca. Poscas I have, they're just an expensive name acrylic pen. I got more variety for the same price that I would have bought like 5 Posca pens. Yeah. And I have not saw a difference in them except for the price. Exactly, Steph. That's my problem. I think Posca pens are overrated. To me, they're like that expensive Copic marker to me. Don't get me wrong, I've got a few of them, but I got these art toolies or these confetti ones, and then I got them in this size too, right here. The bigger ones. Same. Yep. Yep. There we go. And that's today's. I mean, it's pretty cool. And that back is all on home, 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 home. Oh, the only thing I want to do is I'm going to go over my lettering so you can kind of see what it says more. Yep, I got them. Right here. $10.99 for, let's see, what color is this? The white ones, and $11.99 or $12.99 for the black ones. You get 12 of them. Because I go through black and white acrylic paint pens. It's black, quick dry, and low odor white based ink. I go through of all the any colors, the white or black. So that's what you're seeing me use right now. And this is the tip. I like the tip. I like them because I go through so many black acrylic pens that I was like, I need to buy these in bulk. And Artizo was the only one that I could find where I could buy more than one. So I use black and white the most. They're another company that should send me free product, but they won't because I don't have 5,000 subbies. I inquired. I need to heat more gel pens. I'll look into it. I don't know if it's good tip, LOL. Addict-C? I don't know what that is. Oh, I left the gel pens in here. Oop. But that's the tip jersey. I like the tip. It's a bullet tip, I call it. I do like this. Let's see. Where is it? Find it. Because this is more my art journal. This is my weekly, daily, whenever. I try to at least do something weekly in here. But a lot of times I don't do much that requires doing here. So I'll do a little art page depending. But as you can see, I write a lot in here when I do a layout. And I use these pens. And I stick things in here. Like Easter. It's the last time I did anything. Yeah, it's Easter and I wrote about it. But this is what the two I did today. I did this one earlier. I did this one by myself. I wasn't live when I did this one. So it's quite not finished. I'll start one and go back. But this is the cover, and I still have to finish this. And each page is different. Got a tuck spot. We are making history. Lockdowns day, pandemic. And then we got this side over here. And then you got the black and white over here. And then when you go, like, you can see the colors coming through the squares. I think it's just cool looking. And then the same thing, different design. And see, like, I just turned here, and I'm like, those mushrooms need. They're all the same color. And I'll just kind of, I'm constantly looking at something and going, I need to decorate them a little bit more. Oh. A lot of times my pages are not quite, I think they're done, and they're not done. Because look at here. What am I doing? I'm adding. Because I think it needs something. There we go. I like the mushrooms better now. First 2 years of college, next year, and then that. Current minor. I can't imagine how different it would be if I were in school today with all the beautiful supplies. I love all the colors. Dylusions. I think I love Dylusions. Yep. And then you have this page over here. And then over here is I did a tag and another tag. And they'll slip in the pocket here. And then I have pockets here, and I just pull out. And you flip. And I just did a little page here, and then this page. And here's another one of those where you kind of look, the eyes are seeing you through. Like this. So her eyes are peeking through at you. And I don't like eyes. I really don't, but I did it anyways. I bite the bullet. And then this one is my snarky page. It's my attitude page. I still had an attitude to this day when I did this because all the little things are you still talking? I'm a rainbow sprinkled in a vanilla world. Be you, the world will adjust. Pretending I'm a pleasant person, it's exhausting. Don't give me attitude, I already have it. Who left the bag of idiots open? I can hardly wait to regret this. And then over here, it says, when in doubt, put a bird on it and cheep, cheep, chirp, chirp, chirp. Bite the bullet. And then we got this one. Did it like a framing. And then you can see through this one, okay, how that looks. And then when you turn in on this side, that's how it looks through that way. And then you got, it's supposed to be dominoes in the back. I don't know if they look like dominoes to you, but that's what I kind of just made them look like dominoes. This is one of her stencils I used. And then I put a suit, I used some of her collage paper. I put the suit and the wings and like this funky crown on them. Gave them some checkered pants. And then this is one of her collage. I put paper. And then it says, get your head out of your ass. It's not a hat. And I thought because of the zebra. Huh. And then this one I'm not quite done with because I still think it needs more. and I'll add more to it. But right now it says that's what she said. And I got the hands. This is her collage paper. This is one of her artists. She had come out with coloring cards. And I colored this the other night, and it says, change for no one and believe in who you are. And then I just did some washi tape and some flowers, doodled it. I'm never really done with the pages personally. Like you saw me earlier. I come through and I'm like, oh, these mushrooms could need some color. And then I got 2 started. This says hello, hi. And then this is this background. And I'm not, and see, I will probably do this on this page before I do anything else to this. And I'll just go all the way. And as you can see, I'm not tidy about it. And I'll do that whole thing. And then I'll do some sort of page layout. And then this is I just got all these stamps. This is a stamp, except this. But this down here is new. So I had to use her. The body of the mermaid. The head I had for a while. And the house. I had one set of the houses, and then I found a set that was retired. Yeah, me either. Never done with any of my journals. Yep. This one is me just, this is my art journaling. Just really sit back and do a page. There's no significant reason. It's just for me to journal or just to create. Now this, I'll show you. And this is fun. And I learned this from Diane Riley when I took her journaling class. Okay. And I tell you, it's very colorful. And that's the last page. But when I do a page, if I have any leftover paint, I just come back and put it on a page. Because you'll see throughout the book. And eventually I get to it and I'll turn it into something. But when I took her class this time about last year. Let's see where it is. Yep, right here. I took her class, started COVID-19 2020. Life is hard, your art shouldn't be. Yeah, let's see, this is April. Yep, see, April. And just express myself. There's this picture, Scott and I, and that's what, because we were like, this is the 2020 primary election. We're in COVID lockdown, but it's our right to vote. They took our polling stations here in Wisconsin, or at least in Green Bay, and took each west side only had one location, east side only had one location. And this is the high school my daughter went to. And right here is where you would go in to vote, about right here. The line, it's hard to tell in this picture, was going from here down this way, around, and around. Basically, it was around the whole building to vote. We never got a chance to vote. I was sick. Technically, I wasn't supposed to be out of the house, but it's my right to vote. So I was headgear, 2 masks. Yeah, one location. You're talking population in Green Bay, Wisconsin is, let's see, what is our population today? I don't remember. Green Bay, Wisconsin. 104, according to 2019, 104,000 people in 2 locations to vote. Usually we're split up in different little districts. Yeah. So they were still taking votes at 3 o'clock in the morning. Yep. And then they shut it down. a lot of people didn't get to vote in the city of Green Bay because how they handled it. So I wrote about that. And then these are I just found these, the elephant and the jackass, and I made them into people. I thought it was kind of cool. And then April 8th, grateful. We're all in this together, and I did like nurses. And then it was my son's birthday. Can you believe that? A year ago this time was COVID when we were all shut down. And I wrote about that. And then for a while, the grandkids were sending me pictures. And it says, life is a zoo. Never feed the monkeys. And then they're happy. Diamond said they had to take a nice one for me. And they took 2 nice ones, and then they did a funny. Boredom. What you believe in becomes true. Believe in something absurd. I was bored. And this actually comes out on this one. Another day, safe at home. Had to go to Walmart, masked up to be safe. Can't take any chances these days. That in there. And then we got Easter. And this was a heartbreaking day for me last year. And I had to, the Easter butter came. They got their Easter baskets, books, candy, and they got their umbrellas, had an Easter egg hunt too. With everything going on in the world, we've been staying away because of COVID-19. Plus, Scott had to work for the first Easter that I didn't spend with my grandchildren. It sucked. Since Allie's been born 10 years ago, this is the first Easter I didn't get to be with my grandkids and do I did their Easter egg hunts. Sam picked up their Easter eggs on the porch because I usually do the Easter egg hunt. So Diamond, I watched him do it by Messenger, but it wasn't the same. So I wrote about that, and then I did this page. Sorry, but the cat and I have plans for the evening. And then just the guidelines. I wrote about all the guidelines that we had to follow. That's why I did this one with all the houses open. And then I got to see the grandkids on the 15th for the first time. And I gave them all masks I made. I wrote about that. Do we have a problem? And then life during an isolation, who the president was, vice president, governor, gas prices, stuff like that. And then the 16th of April came officially the last day of school for the kids. And then did this out. I just put other things in and wrote about it. I like this one. I ask my kids, they know everything. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I don't remember ordering a glass of your opinion. Okay. Became a grandmother. And then grill out. We had a grill out. We got together on the 26th. We finally said enough. And then it goes in. But the one thing I learned from Diane, and this is Jersey's gone. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Is right here. It's a perfect example. If I'm upset about something and I want to write about it, but I really don't want anybody to actually read it. Okay. It's for me getting it off my mind. I'll write one direction, and then I'll write another direction, and then I'll write another direction. And like this one I left plain. But you could see where I'll show you this one, my favorite one, because this I asked my daughter, Diamond, this. If she could understand what this said right here. And she's like, hell no, that looks like a slap to me. I'm like, good. Because she pissed me off this day, and I wrote about it. And, this is for me to express myself. And she can't read it. because the way I did it. But this is all about being mad at Diamond because, oh, she irritated me. So I wrote about it, but I covered it. But then you got this cool background. A lot of these, you can tell, was not a good month for me because this is all writing. All writing. All writing. So. And then I did like the murder thing with Bima. I did it. New goals. Oh. But I enjoy doing these. Okay, gotta. This one. My book back together here. Get back in there. Oh, there we go. Come on. There. But yep. And this was in March 2020 to the 21st. I finished it. Just full art journals. Just. Yeah, see, I mean, it's not like, I have a lot going on every day to journal. That's why I kind of call it the weekly journal. I just try to do something in it at least once a week. If there's anything exciting, that's why in this one and some of them you see days like you could tell where like this month's been busy. March. I had an Allie, and then I had Coda, and then we went out to dinner, and then we had our birthday dinner, and then Riley called me that certain date because she was all excited because she got to dress up for school, so she had to call me and show me what she wore. The shirt that Coda earned money from me as well as parents to buy. He was so proud that I took pictures of him and wrote about it. And then we have me. This is my room. I kind of wrote about reorganizing and organizing in my craft room. So I kind of just took pictures and did it. This is Riley's birthday party. I just kind of took some pictures of her. And this is Scott's birthday, where we went to Red Lobster. And like this one is me and Scott's road trip. And my first Hobby Lobby didn't find anything. The second Hobby Lobby on our road trip, I got good deals. And this is me and Scott's dinner. And this was the gift card holder. So I stuck it in there. And then it's Easter. And this week, so far, nothing. And there might not be anything. Oh. Like I told Diamond, if anything in this room, when the day comes and I'm gone and I have to go through this, these are what I want her to keep in this. Anything that is in journals like this, I told her, these are things I would hope you would keep. And because I date them, like I started this on March 21st or 2020. And then whenever I'm done, I'll put it on the back cover when I'm finished. And these, I said I would love for her to hang on to so that down the road, my great grandkids or my grandkids, like my grandkids can look back at these and look at, oh man, look how we looked when Nana took us to this, or oh, look at I was about this t-shirt, you know? And but it's my morning. I am completely done with what I wanted to do. So I'm going to call it a morning with you guys. Just have to find it, Candy. You don't even have to use words. You can just take a image. You know, take that first little hurdle. You'll do it. Just express yourself with color. Take a box of crayons and have fun. I'm a big person to just create. And the thing is, if you go through this, and it's not about impressing anybody, okay? This is about me just creating. It doesn't have to make sense. I mean, you look at some of these and you're like, oh, okay. It's not about that. It's about just creating. It doesn't have to make sense. And you can see some days I got into it a little bit more versus this, you know. Okay, where is it? Oops. This day. But I still created. There's other days I kind of have an attitude, you know. It's just about creating something, letting. Yep, I am putting. You know what I'm putting on it? I'm putting. Life is like a box of colors. You never know what color you're gonna pick. Yep, just get a box of crayons and have fun. Yep, I'm putting something like that. I have 3 picked out that have something about crayons, because crayons were a lifesaver to me as a kid. When you're a hospital kid, coloring books and crayons made the time go by faster. Life is like a box of chocolates. Mine is life is like a box of crayons. You never know what color you're gonna pick. And like she has a stamp, Diane Rively. It's hang on, I got my sayings right here. It's one of my favorites too. Where is it? We're all a little broken, but broken crayons still color. Oh, another one of my things. And I was the kid that just couldn't have this 24 pack of crayons. I wanted the big ones. I wanted every color. I have a box that's about this big, probably about this big, chock full of crayons. I still buy crayons. I see my garage sales. I don't need any more crayons, but I will buy those box. I'll buy that box because I always have to have crayons in my life. But I'm going to call it a morning. I thank you guys for coming in. I thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate you guys coming in and spending the morning with me. Wait, I have to get 2 urns. I have to get 2 urns. I made my urn. Well, see, I'm getting scattered, so. But I don't want to come have my kids pick me up in a little plastic Rubbermaid box shoved in a bag. So I made my urn. And it looks like mixed media splatter paint on it. It's very fitting. And my daughter's like, "What's that?" And I was doing it. She's like, "What are you making?" I said, "I'm making for my ashes." And she's like, "What?" They know what we want. We sat both our kids down and explained what we want. We don't want funerals. We're just getting cremated. That's it. It's just an expense I don't want to put on my children. And I have a life insurance policy that will cover that. So I'm getting cremated. But when my kids go to pick me up, I'll be put in my urn until because this is agreement. If I go before my husband, I will be with my husband. And then once my husband's gone, we're mixing our ashes together, because I took this box, it's about this big, and half of it is mixed mediated up and half of it looks like something Scott side. So both our ashes will be in the same box, because then we're getting scattered at it. It's a couple spots me and Scott picked. We're not having headstones. We're going to be blowing in the wind. I'm still working on Scott's side, though. His side is because he wanted a fish scenery, and I don't paint well. So, but my side looks like it's splattered paint. But I will talk to y'all later. Have a good day today. It is Wednesday, I believe. Right? Wednesday? Yep, Wednesday. And thank you all for coming in, having a wonderful conversation with you guys today. And who knows what the rest of the day will bring. As always, be happy, be kind, be safe, be funny, be crafty, and bye for now. We are two in a cardboard casket. Yep. 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 Cardboard box. So I'm going to be burnt in a cardboard box. Mm. I will talk to y'all later. Bye, everybody. Mm. We are too a cardboard casket. So, yep. Exactly. When I did before I end, I rented 2 coffins, the same coffin, for my brother to be shown in, which we couldn't show him, so we had to close it. And my mother, by the time I got done paying for my brother's funeral, it was almost $13,000. My mom's was 18, 5 years later. I'm like, I am not doing that. Here's the $2,000. Cremate my ass. Done. Boom. I am not putting that at the high expense. Yeah, it's too crazy. I was like, no, nope, 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 ain't doing it. And I'm one of these people don't come as I told Scott, nobody's gonna be looking in my ass in no coffin. They don't come and see me. Well, now they ain't gonna come to my funeral anyway. So why in the hell have one? Told my kids if they want to throw some sort of memorial afterwards, go for it. But they didn't have to do that either. The only agreement we made is if something would occur to me, happen to me now, then I said she could have a small, we wouldn't have a public service, okay? So that the grandkids could adjust and, say that it's, they're with the grandkids. But if they're older, like 18 or older, then I don't want it. I don't need any of that because then it's like, Mom, if something happens to you, they have to know that, experience that. So that was the only agreement me and Scott made. If they're young, then we'd do a small little service, but nothing major. Alrighty, bye. I'm gonna get off this topic. I will talk to y'all later. Have a wonderful day. As always, be happy, be kind, be safe, be funny, be crafty, and bye for now. See y'all later. Bye.